All right. The last of the 4 comics who are writers turned comics is a good friend of mine who also travels with me to writing workshops. Her name is Claudia Kasvin.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you all for coming out. Except for you lesbians. Because you're already out. And you can get married! I'll take cheap applause, it doesn't matter to me. Last winter, about 24 of us at Women Writing put on a production of Eve Ensler's play, The Vagina Monologues. And I just want a show of hands. How many of you brought your vagina with you tonight? Okay, see some. And I see some of you brought your dicks along too. That's really good. So anyway, we put on this play, and we had a lot of fun for a couple of hours just talking about vaginas. So tonight, in the interest of gender equality and fair play, I would like to talk about, wait for it, prostate exams. And you know, just saying those words, I can feel male butt cheeks clenching all over this room. But I have a question for you gentlemen. This is what you're afraid of. Really? Okay, which brings me back to the subject of gynecological exams. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with it, let me introduce you to a little instrument called the speculum. It's kind of shaped like this, and it is inserted into the vagina, and it is always cold. I mean, broken off an iceberg in Antarctica cold. It's like having sex with a giant popsicle. And here's the other thing you need to know about this speculum. It has a mechanism in it that allows it to expand. So the doc gets down there, and she ratchets this thing open, and it widens, and it widens, and it widens, until she can put on her little miner's hat, and she clicks on the little light, and she crawls up in there. And while she's there, she takes samples. I'll just scrape a little of this, put that in the bag, a little snip of that, put that back in the bag. And meanwhile, you're like this. So the last time I went in for this little exercise in medieval torture, my doc says to me, there's something on your ovary. And I'm thinking, what? A little hat? A garnish, mustard, relish, a sprig of parsley. Or something scary. Spiders. So, as they're wont to do, my doctor says to me, I want to send you in for additional testing. Have you ever had a sonogram? I say, yes, as a matter of fact, I have. They smear that blueberry jelly on your stomach, you know, and they run the sonic generator over, and the picture shows up on the screen with all the clarity and definition of a 1937 television picture. And then she leans in and she says, it's not that kind of sonogram. It's a transvaginal. And she looks me in the eye and says, it's icky. Now, my doctor has had 4 children. Her vagina has been busy. And I know that as miraculous and wondrous as the process of childbirth is, it's icky. But I want to have the test because I want to know what's going on. So I schedule it. And the night before the test, robo-nurse calls me.
1.5 hours before your procedure, drink 32 ounces of liquid. Finish 1/2 an hour before your procedure. Your procedure will last approximately 30 minutes.
Now, if I have the math right, I have to drink the equivalent of a big gulp, a drink which, by the way, is illegal in New York City. And I have to hold it for at least 2 hours. And at my age, I drink my coffee in the bathroom. So the next morning I get up and I drink 32 ounces of whiskey sours. And I head off for the imaging center. And now my first piece of luck. I don't even get to read about all the celebrities I don't recognize in the latest issue of People magazine when they call my name. So I go in the dressing room and I disrobe and I put on the paper dress and the paper booties. I look like a lunch bag. And I climb onto the table. And she starts smearing my stomach with the blueberry jelly. And I say, wait. I thought I was having a transvaginal. She says, oh, you are, but we do this first. And here's the good news. Second piece of luck for the day. After this part, you get to pee. So, I relieve myself, and I come back into the exam room, and I climb back on the table and assume the position. And she brings out the instrument. Now, if you've never seen one of these, it's shaped kind of like the state of Idaho, with the panhandle being the business end. And I swear to you, this is true. It's wearing a condom. Now, I'm shocked. I'm shocked because it's been so long since I've seen one of those fully deployed. And then she says to me, would you like to insert it yourself? No! I came here for service! So she inserts this magical clinical wand, and I am visited by a pleasant sensation. This thing is warm. And I'm lying there and she is moving this thing around. getting different views of my innards. And I'm thinking this. If this thing vibrates, she better offer me a cigarette.